Just discovered the greatest thing ever.
It has begun.
What the hell? You've discovered two of the greatest things ever today in a row,
Right.
apparently.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're high on caffeine.
Oh, okay. You're saying you discover marijuana?
No.
I think you might not have. Bad news, pal.
I discovered how to change the little box next to my name to purple, and that is great.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
You probably want me to say something.
You just did.
Fuck off, the month after Pride is Wrath.
That sounds like a not fun month.
That explains so much, though.
All right. So, music. All right. Last we left off, your plane had landed,
Yes.
and the pilot. Sorry, just sipping a taco. He got some interesting reports. Actually, I think it would help Ajia to understand exactly what happened last session. So, would one of you three be willing to recount the tales of last session?
I can say that the job is we are hired as a security specialist helping to dissuade any strikes against the person we are escorting, who is an ambassador. Their mission is to go from dragon to dragon and convince them to let drakes be free, ostensibly.
Specifically, Great Dragon to Great Dragon.
Yes.
There's
There
a
are
pretty
three.
important difference.
Yeah, Great Dragon to Great Dragon. There are three types of dragons that we care about. Three types of great dragons we care about. There's the red, the yellow, and the green. The red ones are ones that have said no. Like, that's their stance, they're not changing, we're not bothering with them. The green ones are the ones that said yes. That's their stance, we don't have to worry about them. The yellow ones are in the middle. They are the ones we are going to be visiting. So we are there to dissuade any strikes against the ambassador, just sheerly by being present, also to help against any strikes that would happen should that not work. And the first place we landed, somebody strapped a bomb to our plane. So we had to take care of that, take care of the person that did it, and that all went over pretty smoothly.
I got his head.
Yeah. And then we got back on the plane, and we're in South America.
And there's a coup.
There's
cool!
there's a tiny coup going on.
Maybe.
Always
I mean,
fun.
we don't know. Maybe it's just a particularly ambivalent celebration.
Oh, also a bear is a thing.
Oh yeah, there's a bear. And
What
there's
sort
also
of bear?
Well, there's a bear on the plane, and then there's also an animal on the plane that's very big and very.
Okay, and these are two separate things, yes?
I think Sophie's making a bear, the other kind of bear joke. There is a large clawed mammal that is commonly referred to as Ursa ursa. Well, not common, I guess. Latin, Ursa ursa. A bear, is a bear. And
yeah, but is there also a hairy gay dude?
bears have to be. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe ask them. That's their beef. So. Yeah, there's a bear.
And
on
yes,
the plane.
bears have to be gay, just like butches and femmes have to be lesbians or bisexual. No straight femmes. It's fucking weird.
I'm not touching that. So,
Me neither.
yeah, there's a bear on the plane. It belongs to one of the runners.
All right.
There is also a hairy, muscular woman, but she's invisible and also asexual, which kind of comes along with the territory of not being able to feel joy.
All right. So, also, hey, could you send me Street Lethal again, Jericho?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So yes, you've landed in the capital of Amazonia, and you've just got reports of a coup going on. And before anything else happens, would you like to act?
Cool.
My question is, where are we right at the second? Did we just land?
Yeah, like you just wheels have touched down, and you're getting ready to park, basically.
Well, if there is a coup, I'd like to wield my magic sword and step forth to oppose him. No. I don't think Rascal has anything to respond to a coup with.
All right, so
I have a katana, but it's not
Really?
magic.
It's magic to you. It's a magic of the moment.
so
If you-
yes.
Give me a second, I'll have something. I'm just
Like,
yeah.
based on the type of magic that uses sentiment as a magical force, I'd say that sort of would be a pretty powerful reagent.
I have like, well, I mean, even in Shadowrun, like the history of the exploitation of Latin America by European and later United States colonialism, but that's not really going to help with the coup. That's probably what caused the coup, actually.
Really, as I understood it, Central America and South America are split between the Great Dragons Sarug and Aztechnology, who are kind of hating on each other over it.
On this map, it looks like
Sarug is in Dragon Jail.
Dragon Tail, Dragon.
So yes, and so you see Nadia. She's like fumbling in AR for a couple seconds. He says, "Look, this is pretty bad. Let's see. And she gets on the phone with someone. She says, Jane, are you awake? This good. There's something big going on in Amazonia. I need you to. Yes. Okay, good. All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. And she hangs up. And
Yeah.
She says, I have someone looking into this, but we should I can never remember how to pronounce it. Halupa, that's probably it.
Hulpa.
Hulpa, his lair, that's where, that's the seat of government. That's probably where we need to go in either case. It may not be the safest, but... And she looks at you three, and she says, "Are you ready to go into the proverbial belly of the beast?"
I'll get my bear.
Lethal or non-lethal?
For Azatlan, I'd say lethal. All right, and she her private security force they begin securing the outer perimeter of the plane as you all step out, and eventually she you see a car in the distance. It's actually an Ares Roadmaster.
Hmm.
It is clipping at a pretty high speed, gunning towards y'all.
Is that supposed to be there?
She like, it takes her a second to. Oh yes. Yes, that's yeah, that should be from Jane.
Because I would not want to break our ride.
Yeah. The ride the Roadmaster pulls up and like all of its doors fly open. There's no one inside. But you know, in the sixth world, that's not entirely unreasonable to happen.
It's a security hazard.
Little bit of one.
Yeah. And,
By the way, did you see that I put message or posted up in the chat?
Yeah, John wanted to do a thing.
oh, I didn't see the. Sorry. Yes. Please roll me a matrix search.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah. In like a minute, you understand. Like, there is no shortage of like news reports. Like they're just coming in because you know this is just happening. But yeah, it looks like a As Atlantean sponsored Q is trying to take control of the capital of Amazonia.
Like, is it military forces only, or are they just gunning people down in the streets?
They're not going out of their way to kill civilians. But you know, if they have killed, like they do have a civilian body count, but they're not like purging the populace.
Well, that's some good news. Sounds like they wouldn't just immediately open fire on us.
That's my riding test, because I'm not going to be able to fit in a car.
Okay.
Well, it is a Roadmaster.
Can my bear fit in the Roadmaster?
Sure.
They're pretty huge.
All right.
John and Kirsch aren't going to be riding with you. They'll take their motorcycle.
All right.
Through the coup.
So. Oh, fucking fly. Yeah. So another call comes in. This one actually goes out to the three of you, including Nadia.
Then who are the other two?
The Lucian, the
Rascal
four of us.
and John.
I'm getting a call too.
Yeah, like all three of you and Nadia.
Because if it was
And
the
Killjoy?
three of us including her, then that would be two of us plus her.
Yeah, so there's Rascal, Killjoy, John, and Nadia.
Get out of here with your fucking technicalities.
What about Scotty?
How do I drop him from the call?
I mean, that's a serious question. Does Scotty currently exist?
I
Scotty
have
just
not said they exist, so
magically on the
no.
plane, or no? Okay.
I think we're going to be introducing them rather than purifying them.
Yeah. So this is like a group call then.
Yeah,
All right. John will open it up.
yeah,
So
and
will Rascal.
it's a familiar voice. It's the voice of Miss Lavilla. Hey, remember
Whoa.
her? And
Nope.
she says, "Hello. So this is actually quite convenient. There's someone else on the list of people I wanted to get in on this job that just became available. So I sent them down. I sent them down after you all, and yeah, they should be in. They should be getting there soon. But a coup, yeah, okay, that definitely is not a coincidence. You should get going. Or I mean, she says she says that to you three, and then she realizes that that was also directed at her boss. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Aviar. I did not." And Nadia's like, "It's okay. It's okay, Molly." So yeah, she calms down. She says, "All right, so they shouldn't It sounds like she's keyboards don't exist. I don't know why I was going for that. She says they should be entering. They should be entering capital airspace any minute now. They are on a Foundation helicopter, and also that and also we can. We're probably not getting that one out of Aztlan anytime soon, so we can write that one off for you all. And she gives her goodbyes and hangs up.
That's interesting. So, I guess while this is happening, John's going to Matrix perception the truck to see exactly what if this is actually a friendly truck.
Oh no, it's got well, it doesn't have it's painted black. It doesn't have any markings on it. In Matrix, it's yeah, nothing ominous comes up. It's just an Ares Roadmaster. After it got to y'all, it is not no outbound connections are occurring.
Huh. So the question that John would then ask is, does anyone know how to drive? Really well. Because he does not.
And they yeah, if when none of you say anything, one of the security people say, I can drive us.
Okay. About when does the helicopter arrive? Because I presume we're waiting for it.
Yeah, it'll in about 5 minutes. A helicopter will appear on the horizon, and it'll eventually get to the airport. It's flying low, so it doesn't draw too much attention. And then eventually it touches down, and out of the helicopter steps a certain person.
Who looks extraordinarily annoyed at how warm it is.
A certain Scaldy. And Scotty, you've been informed of the mission. A tidy 170,000 await you at the end of this little adventure.
That's exciting.
All right. So yes. now that you're there, Nadia says, "All right, now we need to get to the we need to get to Hulpa's lair." And she like looks to she looks around. She realizes, oh, yeah, our driver was supposed to know how to get there. All right, she does some more talking on her phone.
Professionalism.
She gets back and she says, "All right, I have the directions," and she loads them into the Roadmaster, and you see that there's like a map of the city. You're like on the very edge of like the city limits, and you need to get to the very center. In the center, there's like a very large like complex, and even from like this like satellite shot, you can see like openings at like basically what would be the word for like a door on like a roof, a hatch.
A hatch.
A hatch.
Yeah, a dragon-sized hatch.
And what's this on?
It is on a very large like complex in the middle of the city. And actually, do any of you have knowledge skills related to Central America or politics or anything?
Ha.
Like, I can run another matrix search.
Okay.
I can speak
Well, I mean,
Japanese.
you'd have to. This is more for like just like knowledge that you'd have, not knowledge that you'd. Because like, if you're running a matrix search, you'd have to know what you're looking for.
No. I have a contact from Aslam, but I don't think that's relevant.
I've got Seattle area knowledge, the ability to speak Japanese, and small unit tactics.
I have a whole bunch of matrix-related stuff in Seattle area knowledge.
I have critter knowledge and combat tactics.
So not much. Alrighty.
I do have military knowledge, if that helps.
Military knowledge.
For Army.
For armies, that probably wouldn't do you much. So yeah, you've got all you have is the map in front of you. You don't have any background knowledge to help you here. What's your plan?
Go in.
Well, if we're not in any kind of rush, I can take a few minutes to try and tap into the local grid guide and see if they have anything on blocked roads or whatever. See if we can't find a path to where we need to go. If anyone else has a suggestion.
Right. Doesn't sound like anyone else wants to do anything. So yeah, if you want to boot into the Matrix, give me one last. Or would it be a Matrix search, or would it be like logging into a host, or?
No, it would just be this is just finding information. It's a matrix search.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, give me a Matrix search. All right. So yeah, you're digging through the local grid, and you eventually come across the grid guide. It's just it was a little hard to find with the language barrier.
God damn
But-
Hispanic language.
No.
But yes, so you find it's like a large chunks of it are just like offline, like when it shows like the city map, like large chunks just like have like error messages over them, and then others like have it seems to almost be like there's like signs of like large amounts of traffic, like like the further you get towards the middle of the city, but a lot like the closer you get to the center, also like the more of those like chunks of like error codes come up.
Fantastic. I'm just going to share what I see with the rest of the team. It's like, so this is what we're walking into. What I do see is traffic, and what I don't see is probably rubble.
Would any of you have any skills or knowledge skill, like active or knowledge skills, to try and like form a route?
I have guerrilla combat tactics.
I have
Yeah,
small
sure,
unit
that-
tactics.
Guerrilla tactics could apply here. Sure, I'll give you that.
And I do have military army, so maybe.
Oh
it
yeah,
could work
give
best.
me that too.
Well-
To clarify, it is a guerrilla specialty on combat tactics.
Okay. So no
Well-
specialty, just the base.
Just the base. Okay, then -2.
Okay,
You know.
that's still 3.
Same thing with me.
Yeah.
Okie-dokie.
I mean, I assume we're not going into this place to attack anybody. We're going in to talk and attack someone if need be, but that's not what the plan is.
Oh, my guess would be this would probably be more applicable for like trying to weave around where the heaviest concentrations of fighting are, or how to get
Yeah.
around that kind of stuff.
Like, you've actually as a technical expert in the military, you've probably like seen something similar to this before, and you can sort of tell where there's probably like the biggest like pockets of of fighting going on. You can map out a pretty reliable path.
Well, this is what I've got. It's better than nothing, but
I also gave 3 successes.
put our heads together.
Mhm.
Which has to be very strange. The childlike
Sure.
John, who's without a doubt twice as tall as she is.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Well,
boom.
I mean, and if he's 10 feet tall, then sure.
Oh, she's actually surprisingly tall for.
Well, not 10 feet, but close enough. So, wait, 8. If he's 9 feet tall, then he'd be taller, twice as tall as her.
No, he's only 6.5.
Without a doubt, twice as tall.
I don't know. For some reason, I keep thinking like people who are like child size would be like 3.5 to 4 feet tall.
She's 4'8",
Well, that's not that far off.
which is a very standard size for someone of the age of 11.
I did not know that.
As is her weight. I specifically gave the numbers for her to be very standard, rather than go with the small end of the scale.
I know nothing about children. So I mean, like John would definitely be talking to Rascal, and they try to put something together, I suspect, and
Sure.
present it to the group.
Yeah, and she's like, if we come this direction, they'll never suspect it.
All
A
right.
little bit of contribution she gives.
So any other interjections before you shove off?
Oh, shove off.
John would wonder why we couldn't just take the helicopter.
Oh, you know. Probably telephone wires, actually.
Yeah, see,
Good point.
An uncleared airspace is not
Yeah.
typically a good place to bring an helicopter.
Yeah.
not Nadia worries about any anti-air getting
Man pads.
Surface-to-air missiles.
Everything's a land pad if you
It's
don't.
fine. Killjoy can shoot the missile.
All of them.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they will shoot more missiles than you have bullets in that case.
Speaking of, I'm going to have my carbine readied forever, loaded with APDS.
All right.
This
So, are you ready to venture into the city?
adventure. Yeah.
So, like, I'm guessing the convoy would be you guys in the truck and then John and Kirsch following behind on a bike.
Yeah.
Are any
And
guards coming?
also, there's a bear in the car. Just to clarify, the moment we leave the car is the moment we are bare in the open.
So there is a combat maneuver for this.
Oh.
If John has small unit tactics.
John does not, but is willing to bow to your leadership.
Can't. The people in the vehicle behind have to be the ones performing the maneuver.
I mean, performing it and knowing about it, two different things. You could tell him.
No, because it would take a day for him to learn the skill.
Okay. Well, how long are we driving for?
I mean, to be fair, John has a logic of 9, so I mean,
But
maybe
it
a teamwork
explicitly
test?
says that you need to have the skill in order to be the leader.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, small unit tactics is a good thing to throw one karma at some point.
Actually, yeah, that's yeah. Things that someone in the military should probably know but doesn't.
you
Once again, military intelligence proving to be an oxymoron.
you missed
Drop
that day of
mic.
training.
Drop the mic. I mean, to
And
be
this
fair,
maneuver only requires 2 hits for the group. 2. The only problem is that you would have to be the leader. If you could install some small unit tactics knowledge on your robot.
Well, either way, we aren't going to have it happen today, so we might as well continue on.
All right. So, you all actually things are starting to get hot and heavy. So
What?
let's get rid of that music.
Can you give me an update on the last 2 minutes?
John doesn't have small unit tactics.
This one.
All right.
All
Oh,
right.
man.
Now up to date.
Turns out the complex was a rave party.
All right. So you the driver peels out of the airport. Jean following close behind. As you make your way into the city, you see on the freeway surrounding you, you see every now and then these military vehicles, and if you can see the logo of Amazonia on the ones that you do pass, but as you enter into the to the deeper and deeper into the crowded what's the word?
Cool.
For when people buy things, it starts with the C.
Cash.
corner store.
Commercial district. There we go.
Thank you.
Caravan. I don't know.
All right. Yeah. So the you get closer to like the commercial district of the city, and this is when you start to see like multiple there are like places where like people in mass have just like abandoned their cars. You don't see many people on the streets, and as you at some points you have to like go up onto the sidewalk to avoid these large pileups. And as you get closer, you can hear more and more like defined the rattle of gunfire, and you start to get into like these you're getting closer, and you're starting to see like rubble on the streets. There are some like blown out like shop windows, and as you turn the corner, you find yourselves at the back of a gunfight, and you see there's basically fighting between the fighting like across the street. There are some people like propped up behind a van, and there are others. The people that are returning fire are huddled in a burned out convenience store. What do you do?
What do the people that are firing look like? The first people behind the van.
The people behind the van. They like what exactly are you looking for?
Like outfit, affiliations.
Yeah, they've got like some camos on and like a tactical vest over. They're hiding behind an Amazonian vehicle.
Any logos, insignia on their clothing?
Oh yeah, they'd have the logo of not Azitland of Amazonia.
Okay.
On their you can see it on like the shoulder of the one closest to your van.
Okay, and the people firing back?
The people firing back from the convenience store, you can't really get a good look at them. You just see like the flashing of their muzzles as they try to light up their opponents.
Hold on. Here.
And whose side are we supposed to be on? Like, I presume that we don't want to get involved in...
An unnecessary gunfire?
Yes.
The pathway is relatively clear. You could just give the order to barrel through.
Isn't Hulpa like the leader here or something?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it took a...
the Great Dragon Hulpa is in this city,
Yeah, so it just sounds like not our problem.
Well, we should like ask our boss.
Hulpa to be on our good side.
Yeah, so she
Probably
contemplates.
Don't ignore.
Can I take a quick interrupt, really quick?
Sure. What do you want to do?
I'm sorry, I don't know if we went over this. For those of us who haven't seen Scotty in a while, could we get a quick description? I meant to do this.
Sure.
Earlier.
Oh, right. I'm
completely
sorry.
forgot.
Yeah, Scotty, could you please describe yourself?
So you see, she's a rather lank, very athletic-looking elf. In this case, wearing a armored jacket that's like a navy blue in color. You can clearly tell is designed for like more temperate arboreal, like generic camouflage than it is for deep jungles or warm cities. And she looks profoundly uncomfortable with the heat and humidity. She has a winterized desert strike, which also looks very out of place. Like, you can see the trigger guard is larger to accommodate, like, mittens.
And we have another elf.
Yeah, everybody on this run is an elf.
Except for Kirsch, who is not an elf.
Elf in spirit.
Kirsch isn't a person.
Oh,
Every
wow.
person
Wow.
on this.
Jeez.
Music got very quiet.
Oh, yeah,
Tiny-
suddenly deep and uncomfortable conversation.
She's a person where
Anyway.
it counts, okay?
Well, she's a person. She's just not a human.
Close enough.
All the humans in the for the larger term, human, are elves. Ironically.
She's just a
Metahumans?
pretty good simulation of a
Yeah,
person.
there you go. All the metahumans we have are elves. Anyway, so
Curse is technically a meta sapient.
what's the group call here? We're gonna shoot the people in the store, or help take them down, detain them, whatever it takes.
I'm just waiting on
listening.
instructions from the person in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna get to that because Lupa is. We need to be on his good side, and we don't know what we don't know exactly what we're walking into. We can get some information from these people. She points towards the people in the store, and she like looks at you four, just wipe them out.
All right, I am out the door as soon as I
Yeah.
have the opportunity.
All right, I'm mounting up on my bear in such a way to still fit inside the truck, because I want to burst out the door on top.
All right. John and his agent are both going to do a matrix perception to see what they see on the field.
I have an important question.
Hmm.
So this is two groups. They're firing at each other. If I were to move between them, would that be considered moving into a suppressive fire zone?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, incoming fire has the right of way.
All right. I think it's time to roll initiative.
Oh no.
I mean, what already?
I mean, you're entering a gunfight.
Yeah.
Mm.
And neither of us has, like, the element of surprise.
Well, John was going to matrix perception, but all right.
All right.
That is a very rude one.
It really is.
All right. That's for Bear, and that's for me. Oh. Well, imagine that.
Right. And I am just going to roll them as groups because that is easier.
Sure. No. Every single person that isn't even represented on the map. How many are there, by the way?
Oh, there's about a group of three. Amazonians and about you count 7 people
Okay.
in the store.
That's what I was thinking too. Nice.
All right, everyone's in. All right, the first one to act is Kirsch.
Yeah, she's just gonna cycle up right behind the truck and get off. And just she's just gonna ready her briefcase, shield, and a submachine gun while taking cover behind the truck.
Okay. Stouty.
She's gonna look to either side and see if there's any buildings from which she can approach the convenience store with cover.
Across the way, there's a multi-storied building with some windows. There's a couple of cars on the street to get cover from, and actually, could you roll a perception check?
Been a while. Is it visual?
Yes.
That hurt.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, that's all you see.
Well, at least you got a success.
Yeah, she's gonna make a break for the most sturdy-looking car.
Isn't that a glitch, though?
No, you have to have no successes.
It's
No, that's
still
a critical
glitch.
glitch.
It's not a critical glitch.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
So I guess I run for the least sturdy of the 2 cars.
yeah, you do not get a good look at the sturdiness of said cars. Yeah, so you just go in and dig yourself into cover.
Yeah, she's like just running and throwing herself behind the engine block, or what she thinks is the engine block.
Alright, the Amazonians, they, like, you know, they see you posting up, like, to fire against the, people in the building, so they're not gonna shoot at you guys. They'll just continue to try and, take down the people inside. Alright, and then... Alright, so they exchange fire with the opposition, but nothing really comes of it besides a few scrapes. Killjoy.
Alright, I want to move into a position where I can take a clear shot on 2 of the people on the inside, potentially. Would you like a sneaking roll for me still being invisible?
Yes, please.
And they're at -3 since I'm moving and the RPC is on a cloak.
They do not notice you.
Alright, let me quickly verify something. Alright, so I'm going to first free action, called shot, vitals. Second free action, multiple attacks. And then I'm going to shoot 2 of them. with my carbine.
Okay.
I need to check something again. Okay, yeah. So 10 dice for the first one, 9 for the second. Except one less than that because of the called shot. 9 for the first, 8 for the second. And they don't see me. So they
Well, I
can't
mean-
really dodge.
All right. Yeah. Your first shot can go off without a dodge.
And my first shot is 2 shots.
All right. What are the damage codes?
So that is 14p at minus 8 AP plus net hits. Oh, plus 2 for vitals. So that's 20 to the first, 19 to the second.
Okay, so you take 15.
Ooh.
Okay, so you kill one and wound another.
I did it.
All right. So they're going to focus their fire. All right. So they definitely see where the bullets are coming from. So they're going to aim for that.
Alright, I am going to full defense.
Okay, what is that, a minus 10?
It's a minus 10 initiative.
Alright. There is the first attack against you.
Dodged.
Alright. And then... Oh, Jesus!
Jesus here.
Sorry,
What's his
something-
initiative?
Something fell. The next one is to the
opposition.
Amazonian, and they let's see how they do. Okay, so then
Well,
okay, so they hit one of the Amazonians, and then then they're going to where did the girl and the bear go?
we have not moved yet because it hasn't been our turn. But
Oh, right. All right. So they are going to, I guess, do their last couple attacks at Killjoy. 5.
8.
A 7.
8.
And wait, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. A 6.
Ooh.
Oof. All right, that's a Let me double check the damage code on the rifles that they're using.
Oh, how did Killjoy get so much dodge?
Hmm?
How did Killjoy get so much dodge?
Agile
Built
defender.
around it.
Oh, nice.
I have 12 agility.
Yeah. Wow. That's yeah.
Alright, so that's 12. It's 14p
Are you remembering blind fire?
minus 2. Yep.
Is Agile
Alright,
Defender
so
the
those
one?
guys are real good at shooting. Good to know.
Is Agile Defender the one that uses a limit, or the one that doesn't?
Agile defender lets you add your agility to your defense test instead of willpower.
And it's restricted by physical limit.
My physical
Where's that?
limit is only 9. So the first one was a grazing hit.
Well, let me double check that before I make any calls on it.
That's crazy high
These-
dodge.
Soak,
That's amazing.
14p minus 2.
Oof.
127.
I am not built to take a hit.
Oh, Jesus. Would you like to edge?
No, Agile Defender is not the one that is capped by physical limit. There's no limit for Agile Defender.
Yeah, I definitely do want to use edge.
Acrobatic Defender allows you to.
I'm so sorry. That's 12 physical.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might be stun depending on your armor.
It is physical.
Physical.
Here's a question: do we see you go down?
Well, Killjoy is now dying,
Uh,
but she is
What are you wearing?
not dead.
what are you wearing for armor?
Like, she has sneaking gear.
So just a chameleon suit?
Yeah.
Ouch.
She's also got a ballistic mask and some forearm guards, but
You apply that too.
yeah. So her armor is only 12.
Well, yeah, but you roll armor plus body, don't you? For soak?
Yeah?
You have one body?
Wait, why did I roll 13? Oh, right,
No, because if you're
because
rolling
minus 2.
12 plus body,
Oh, okay. Alright.
ooh.
Yeah, that was
that's-
correct.
That's okay. Can the bear do anything until you give it a command?
They're acting on
well-
the same initiative.
There's that. Also, I'm pretty sure there's rules for breaking ties.
Oh,
Yeah,
Who has the highest edge? Or isn't that how it works?
Yeah, John has 2 edge.
My bear actually has higher edge than I do.
Oh, how much edge does Rascal have?
1.
Okay, so John actually goes first. Alright, so what is John doing?
Since John hasn't gotten from behind the vehicle and didn't see Killjoy go down,
I imagine there was some blood.
Yeah.
oh,
As
is
a
Killjoy
bullet went
behind
through me.
our vehicle? Or where's Killjoy? That's the question.
Killjoy moved forward to get a good position to shoot them.
And then they just like, boop, dead. Down.
Oh, shit.
I mean, Rascal's the one with the bear. She'll probably be taking care of that.
All right, in that case, shit. I don't want to be a dick to you, Killjoy, but okay.
2 dead people is no better than 1.
Well, yeah. Here's the problem: John's not invested in you enough to go out and risk his life to save you.
No, it's fine. I'm not dead. I'm just dying.
So what he's going to do is he's just he's gonna use his free action to get behind the truck next to Kirsch, so he's covered, and he's immediately gonna drop into Hot Sim VR.
I'm gonna find the gun that killed you and take it.
So he's gonna have to.
I'm not dead.
So he rolls initiative.
Neither's your sister, Killjoy. That didn't stop you from getting traumatized.
Okay, that's John's new initiative. as he drops into
Well, you're not supposed to re-roll initiative entirely. You just add the bonuses.
So whatever dice you weren't rolling for your first initiative, add those dice. Plus whatever if there's a change to the number.
Well, here, let me just redo that then.
Redo.
Yeah.
I believe it was something +3 you got last time. 10
Yeah.
+3.
10 plus 3, and then 17 on top of that. And then, I guess, just...
Hey, another 30.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn?
What does that mean for turn taking? Does that mean I just jump to the top of the initiative order then?
I think that's your turn, and then as soon as we reach the last person, I'll put you where you should be, and then decrease everyone's initiative, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Except I think he still has more turn. I think that's
yeah.
just standard.
I think we're
Yeah.
missing a tank. We don't have a tank on this round.
Not that you can do much with the standard.
Well, no, what he's going to do is he's going to order his agent to do matrix perception.
That works.
All right. How about you perceive that matrix?
Yeah, and the nice thing is, since it's a simple action, the agent can do it twice. Whoop, that is a question mark. That's not help me. Alright. And then this is for the second perception. So 7 net hits.
All right. So your agent looks around and reports back. They see like the personal area networks of each of those soldiers.
Since it's perception, he's actually looking for something specific.
Oh, okay. What are you looking
And
for?
the first thing he's looking for are smart linked weapons.
Okay. Yeah. Each of those weapons are smart linked.
Right, and the second thing he's going to look for is are they on a shared network? Are they on a shared PAN? This is for the people in the building.
Would that be a thing that they would do?
Because if it's not, they're only rank 2.
Yeah, they'd probably be on a PAN.
Awesome. Well, that's a thing. Does the agency who's controlling the PAN?
Yeah, it'd probably be like a person in the back that you can't see in meat space, but
Right. And is it connected to a comlink or a cyberdeck?
yeah, it's a it's a cyber deck.
Awesome. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's it for John. John has nothing else.
All right.
He just passed out on behind the truck.
I'll just let Rascal go first.
Yeah, I was gonna have Bear hold its action anyway. So first thing Rascal does is, so first of all, I do see Killjoy dying on the floor. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Pool of blood materializing out of nothing. So.
Oh, she also has an implanted biomonitor that she would have
Okay.
given everyone access to.
Oh, sweet. So I see that in AR, because contacts. Then, Rascal in her combative gear, mask, She's on the bear. I already made a roll for riding it. She's going to have Bear walk out, stand immediately between Killjoy's body and the group, facing the group. She's going to give it a speak action to have it roar, and compounding with that, Rascal is going to use an intimidate roll.
Okay.
So I don't know what kind of bonuses I get for all that hoopla. Bear existing, roaring, coming out of nowhere.
+1 for the bear.
Bear's not physical imposing 3.
2 for the bear.
We decided it was 3 last time.
Alright, fine. 3 for the bear.
It is a bear.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about a bear. I'll fight a bear. I don't give a shit.
It's 5 foot at the shoulder. And that's when it's on 4 legs.
So it's not a tiny bear.
It is 10 feet tall when standing up straight.
I can beat a bear in a fight.
Which I imagine it is.
Yeah, I'll give it the
intimidation.
I'll give it the standing roar. I'll give it a stand and a roar command. Probably both simple because it's just or free even because it's.
I believe it's a standard for a command.
All right, sure. So standard for the bear to stand and roar, and free for intimidate.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm at 20 dice because we're not torturing them for intimidate. Then +3, +1 because they probably can't smell me, so perfume is irrelevant. Yada yada yada. All right.
Oh no. They would get a bonus for having harmed us.
Oh, +3 because street cred.
I
don't know
don't think
who
they
we
care
are.
about your street cred.
Yeah, maybe. What'd you say, Ajia?
They don't know who we are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where I can get where my dice are coming from. That's all. That's all. All right. So that's that. Do I want to edge it? Let me take a look at my limits. Yeah, I'll edge. 23 becomes 17.
And have we factored in all of the different dice modifications?
It sounds like people don't want to, so sounds like I don't know. I'm getting airs of impatience.
So what's your limit?
9.
Right.
You know, getting twice the successes on the second roll with less dice. Oh, you know.
All right. They acknowledge the bear as the biggest threat, and are
perhaps
ostensibly afraid of it.
All right, sweet. So they are no longer firing at the people who are firing at them, potentially. And if that is the case, this gives the people firing at them a big advantage.
It's also probably not going to be very good for your bear.
Nope. Luckily, Bear has good body, or a good soak. Not soak, but hitboxes. Alright. Also, I am preventing Killjoy from, getting fired. Also providing cover if... Oh yeah, I don't know if this is something that's relevant to the battle at all, but we do have other people. Like, just regular security people.
Oh no, yeah, they are staying inside to make sure that Nadia is as safe as possible.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's their job.
Sure.
We're the ones that go out and shoot things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, Kirsch.
All right. Can Kirsch see the guys in the building?
Yeah. You can see their flashing of muscles.
All right. What she's going to do is she's just going to poke her arm around the edge of the vehicle, and suppressing fire the guys in the building with their machine pistol or
Okay.
with the machine gun.
Shit.
Just gonna open up on them. So let me see if that gun. I forget if this one is smart linked. I never get to use it for anything. Yes, it is. Okay. So. I know I spelled that wrong. So 5 hits.
All right. So how does suppressing fire work again?
You open up and then they roll a composure test, and for every net hit that I have against composure is a -1 to their to the dice pool their next action, or to
Alright.
any actions they make while in the suppressive fire zone, which is from the muzzle of the gun up to 10 meters square radius. Or it's like it's 10 by 6 meters in a
Okay.
rectangle.
All right. So they get a -2 to their next actions.
Yeah, as long as they're being suppressed, or the turn ends, either or. So yeah.
Right
Until
now,
Christian's out of bullets.
now Jean proper.
Okay, what John is going to do, since he has identified the cyber deck that everyone's linked to, is he's going to use a complex action to drop the hammer. And he is going to hack on the fly. He's going to hack on the fly and go big or go home, so he's going to try to put 3 marks on it.
Jesus.
And he is not running silent, to clarify. So he will appear on the matrix.
That's nice.
Okay. This is the spider rolling against you. Oh, wow.
It's nicer.
Shit.
So they get a mark against you.
Yeah. Yeah,
As-
actually, that's.
One of the people firing just goes, "Wait, what?"
Is it too late to edge to reroll misses?
No, sure. I want you to edge. I want you to succeed. I like y'all having a good time.
You can't edge after seeing the result.
Damn. All right, well, that's annoying.
All right.
Shit.
We
We didn't roll initiative for the agent, did we? Fuck.
Oh no. Are you gonna use it more?
Oh yeah, it counts as an independent program.
Oh, okay.
So
Then yeah, sure, roll it.
yeah. I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then I guess reduce it by 10 because he did an action. Yeah, that would be it. So it's 13.
Also, I think it would make sense for in the future. I'm just talking about my bear. My bear has intimidation dice, so maybe just roll those and add its successes to mine.
All right, Scotty.
She's like pressed up against the car. She's gonna see if she can see under it and get a shot from under there on one of the people in the convenience store.
All right. I like the way you think. Is there something I can have you roll to like? Let's not make this complicated. We'll just have you roll your attack.
Shooting from behind cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's using explosive rounds. And she's going for whoever is the easiest to hit. Nothing fancy.
All right.
Oh, real quick. You have 16 minutes to get medical attention. So, no worries. As long as anybody owns a medkit.
I don't think I do. I have duct tape.
That's almost half of my accuracy limit.
All right, and then -2 for suppressive fire. All right, that's a 2-shift hit.
So that's 16p minus 5 AP.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
All right, you splatter another one. What is the agent doing?
The agent's actually going to try and erase the mark that John accidentally put on his deck.
Okay.
So you'd be rolling the Decker's willpower plus firewall.
All right. Oh. Do you want to edge?
Okay.
Well, no, since I'm the defender, the test goes to me, I think. Or no. Well, it doesn't matter. It just means he fails in erasing the mark.
Okay, just want to make sure before I roll. Oh, fuck.
Yep, he fails in erasing the mark.
Oh, well.
That's unfortunate. And since that's a complex action, he's done.
All right. So, the Amazonians are going to return fire on these bastards. Ooh. One of them gets lit the fuck up. But not for much damage, though. Alright. The opposition. Okay, there's 5 of them left. And one of them is gonna do matrixy things. So 4 attacks are coming out against the bear.
4 attacks. All right.
1.
All right. So for dodging, that's reaction intuition. That's not a lot. Prepare for the bear to get hit a lot. Am I prepared? Probably not. Was this a bad idea? Probably.
Yeah, this was probably a really bad idea.
Alright, oof. Alright, resist, 6 to 11 plus their ammo. That's 13 minus 4.
13 minus 4. That's minus 4 armor. Just straight
Yep.
up. Alright, so... Up. That's this. Okay. I don't know, maybe some miracles could happen.
Well, why don't you have armor on your bear?
Because I
Why
didn't
is it
think-
not armored bear?
Hi, thank you. Because I didn't want it to shit in the house. And I could only teach it 2 tricks.
That's why you get a domesticated bear. You teach it 4 tricks.
Yeah. So I could edge the
You might
defender
want
roll.
to.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. So edging is 9. Ooh. How much damage is that?
That's 10.
10 damage.
How much edge does
Oh,
a bear
I
have?
did not count. Okay, that'd be 7. What's
All right,
your
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I am still standing, luckily.
Alright, 3 more attacks.
Oh wait, yeah, okay. I guess they're shooting at the bear, not me.
Do you want
Do I
to go
what?
in full defense?
Bears do
Oh,
not have edge.
Bear.
Well, you can. I'll say that you can use your edge for the bear.
Chummer's telling me that it has 3 edge,
Huh.
and I just opened up a default. What?
Because I was looking at the default stats in Chummer for a bear.
Oh no. Depending on your Sista or depending on the version, Chummer will give wrong stats for all animals.
All right,
Uh,
defend against the 4 shift hit.
is that for? So that's soak, not dodge.
No, that's dodge.
Oh, that's dodge. Okay, good. Dodge.
Okay. Oh, your bear isn't dead
Yeah.
yet. 2 more attacks. Oh.
So here's the question: have they all been rolling at -2?
Oh, right, for that. Okay, let's see if that changes any rolls.
That would be every time they dodged,
Yeah.
they were in the firing spot, and every time they fired, they'd be firing at a -2 or dodging. at
So the
-2.
first roll was a 6 that beat my 5.
Okay, so the first roll didn't hit.
All right,
And,
good.
okay, so I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
Did
Uh,
you say that you were accounting for blind fire before?
Uh,
I think that was only with your character.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, you got cut down before Kirsch started spraying and praying.
All right. So
They have. Okay, yeah. And then one
Dodge
more
against-
attack. With,
dodge against the 7. Whoa, 3. I'll edge that. Should I edge that? Should I bother edging that?
That is a. That's a 7.
They have the same dice pool that they were using against me.
Yeah, I mean, you if you think you can get four successes,
Off of 4 more dice.
yeah.
I don't. I could burn one of my bear's edges. So at this point, with the recalculated numbers, the bear has not spent edge. So, and I'll reroll. I'm gonna reroll 4 dice. Get no success.
At least it didn't glitch.
You roll the dice, you pay the price
So that's
for playing role-playing games.
that's 5 plus that's 17 minus 4.
All right. Can I burn an edge on this?
Well, I mean, what's its body plus armor?
I'd rather not disclose that information. Yeah, no, I'd like to burn an edge on that.
All right.
'Cause- Yeah. Bleh. Yes. Succeed with 4 successes. Woo. Alright, so no damage. Miraculous. It
Yeah.
like snaps the bullets out of the air and spits them to the ground.
Their fear causes them to shoot wide.
Did you really burn an edge for that?
Sure.
Wow.
Well, bear did. The bear has edge.
Nice.
Yeah, it has
also,
edge in Chummer after you make it.
Also, question: are they getting any minuses for being scared the fuck out? Like, there's a bear right there. They might like not be fully within themselves. Also, surprise test probably might be a thing because a bear just happened.
I kind of want to know what was going on with the blind fire thing.
Oh, they have more than like they have sensors and shit.
Yeah, hold on a second. Can we do a surprise
What kind
test
of
for them?
sensors?
Like when all Like thermal,
I'm thermal shielded.
ultrasound.
That would work.
Sophie,
What was that?
did they have a surprise test for a bear happening?
No.
Should they?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, did they see the bear coming up?
Yeah, it like made a big grand show of it. It walked out the thing, stood up, and roared. And they're in the middle of a city.
Yeah.
It's not a thing you expect to see ever.
Yeah.
That's like it's like
Surprise composer.
Cthulhu walking down the street with reading a newspaper. You're like, you're gonna be caught off guard. It's like that's not a thing you're supposed to see.
I mean, if they're cultists.
It's like, oh, yeah, earlier than I expected. So surprise test from them.
And I believe the threshold for a surprise test is 3.
Yes.
Make
Hey,
sure they're surprised.
yay. So all of this is irrelevant because they don't get to do anything.
All right, your turn.
I'm gonna give myself an edge break. My turn. Yeah, I tell the bear to charge at them, and also like bite one in the gun arm, or just in general. So the bear's approach speed is 32 meters per round when sprinting. So I think it's able to cover that distance.
Oh shit, are you running into the suppressive fire zone?
Oh yeah, I guess there is a suppressive fire going on, so probably not a good idea. Let me see. Can I tell my bear to pick up Killjoy? Howling Shadows.
I think retrieve item is a trick
Yeah.
you can teach.
The critter is trained to track down and receive certain objects. The trainer can either point to an object within line of sight of the critter to retrieve, or show the critter a particular object and then direct them to an area to search for a similar object. The success of the latter method varies greatly depending on the intelligence of the animal. All right, that's more for finding a thing.
That's for like sniffing things out.
Yeah. There's assist, companion, direct herding, homing, mount, patrol, retrieve, size training, skill improvement, skill use, tracking? No. Trigger training.
Pick up a thing.
Yeah,
Did
I think
anyone bring a
that's
trauma patch?
companion. Like just fetch. Like instead of find.
Just point at Killjoy. Fetch!
I mean, I feel like that's really stepping on the toes of retrieve, but I don't. I think it would be doing damage to you were I to pick you up, because like bear's not trained in delicately picking up people in such a way as to not hurt them. Yeah, no. I'm gonna tell my bear to stay, hop off of it, and bring Killjoy back into the truck.
All right. So that's both of y'all. Killjoy
I bleed.
is bleeding. All right.
Yeah, if Killjoy's down, I think he's out of initiative. Or she.
Oh, and I
Fine.
also tell one of the people in the truck, like, "Hey, tend to this person, please."
Oh, also I miscalculated. You have 6 minutes.
Yeah, so I guess my full action, if I have the distance to cover. How fast is Rascal? Rascal is 24 meters if running. So Rascal is going to hop off Bear, drag Killjoy into the truck, free action to tell the people to take care of her, then get back on my Bear.
I mean, on the plus side, you have 120 combat turns before you die.
So end of combat round, say Killjoy is being tended to.
Yeah, as soon as you bring them in, one of the people slaps the trauma patch on them.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh wait, so that means Killjoy's turn.
No, because if you've got a trauma patch on you, you're just stabilized. You're not
Yeah, they
Okay.
still need to
down.
heal me enough to be awake.
Alright,
Okay.
Kirg.
Yep. All right, so Kirsch is gonna suppressing fire them again.
Also,
At 5
just
hits.
as a courtesy, that's my animal riding, just to get back on the bear.
Alright, that's a -3 to their next action.
Yep.
Oh wait, you might want to hold off on that because they're actually they're done for the round.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, if they are, in
Yeah,
that case,
they
she
ran
will
out of-
not
they ran out of
suppress
bullshit.
fire. Instead, she will throw a flashbang grenade at them.
All right.
That would not be a suppressing fire.
I have to make a stabilization test.
Oh. Stabilize your own damn self.
And since it's 4 successes, it does succeed the scatter test. So it goes where she tosses it.
All right.
You make a bank shot through one of the windows of the blown out convenience store.
And
Yep.
How long does it take for the flashbang to go off?
Oh, it's instant. As soon as it hits, as soon as it goes over 5 meters, it'll go hit the ground and just boom, detonate.
All right. So what's its effect?
Flashbang grenade, because this is just a flashbang, all it does is 10 stun damage.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all it does. Resistant though, yeah?
Yeah, you can resist it.
You can if you want. If that's what you feel like doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's do the 4 that are close to it.
Oh.
Will this be dodge?
No, they're not dodging because they're
this is-
surprised.
Yeah.
Straight up defense test.
I don't think you can dodge a grenade. Like you can spend initiative to duck for cover, but
So one of them takes 3 stun.
yeah.
I need to
Alright.
invest in better stun grenades.
Scotty for shoddy.
Regular grenades.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. There's something going on at the intersection. I wanted to make sure that gunshots weren't about to go through my window.
That is concerning.
I live in fucking Oakland. Occasionally you worry about these things.
That is also definitely fair.
Seeing as shooting one of them in the chest works so well, I'm just gonna roll that back and shoot the next one that I can see.
So there were 7 people. Are any of them down?
Yeah, 2 of them are, or actually, wait, yeah, 2 of them are down.
All right. So there's 5 left. 4 got hit with grenades. 1 of which got damaged.
I think another one might have been hit.
What happened to the guy who took 10?
Oh, the guy who took 10, and they took. Okay, yeah. There are 4 left standing.
Okay. Is that before or after this roll from Scotty?
And alright, they do not dodge.
Yeah, that's 15p
Especially because surprise.
Whoa.
minus 5
Whoa.
AP.
Well, surprise it only affects the bear. Like,
No, they're just surprised. They're caught off guard. They're loading, so to speak. They don't get to dodge anything.
alright. 15. 4. Alright, yeah, you brutally wound another one.
That just smells like meat and cordite in there.
Alright, Jean.
He's just gonna try to go big and go home on the deck again.
Alright.
And I'm gonna use a point edge to reroll misses because I really want to get this one.
Okay.
Go bigger.
Yeah.
Go home.
Go Homer.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
he's got 13 hits.
What's your limit?
My limit is actually my fleas, which is at this particular juncture.
Can you imagine if you got 13 hits off of 17 dice?
It would be 8.
Alright.
So 8
So
hits.
it's impossible for them because they only have 7 firewall. But
Plus device with
Formality.
firewall. But so my net hits would be 4.
yeah,
All
or
right.
you're gonna head. Sorry. Oh yeah, they do 4.
All right. So I get 2 questions. The first question is obviously, is the Decker in AR or VR?
They are in AR.
Okay, so they are an AR. All right. In that case, the second question would be: is there any cyberware on this network?
Cyberware. Yeah, there's some arms that most of them are connected to some dead people. There are like I'd say one of the remaining people has like a limb called like another has a
Cyberized?
pair of cyber eyes. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. We also got 3 marks on the thing. Nice.
Yeah.
Friendly neighborhood marks. So that means I have 3 marks and everything on the network. Sweet.
Right.
But that's it for John.
Your agent.
Okay, the agent. Can the agent piggyback on John's marks or no? Because it's part of John's deck. This is actually a good question.
That is a good question. I think they do.
Yeah, the marks are on your deck.
Okay, what the agent is going to do. How many people are left?
5.
How many have smart linked weapons?
All of them.
Okay, what the agent is going to do is it is going to load up it's going to run 3 programs that are on John's deck because it can do that. The first one is going to be Mugger, which increases the DV that it does by +1 for every mark on a device. The second thing is Hammer, which is +2 DV, and the third thing is Fork. And it is going to hammer 2 of those smart link guns.
Alright.
Yeah, that would be it. Wow, that is not a great roll.
Not a great plan.
So this is
I
the
agree
one
with-
that works.
1 success. Show me 3 to 1 successes. Show me no success. Show me a critical glitch.
I mean, 4 successes ain't bad. So,
That is average.
yeah.
Right, and they'd be covered by the network, so...
Shit.
Not today.
That's half.
That's slightly above average.
All right, in which case, that means John's deck takes 3 damage, or 3 matrix damage.
John's deck explodes.
No, John's deck is tougher than that.
I'm waiting for the decker who's so confident in their skills and has some sort of code of honor that they rig their deck to explode if they get 1 hit against them. It'll just never happen. I'm that good.
Can.
Yeah.
That is incredibly foolish, though.
Like, you can actually make your deck into a grenade,
Oh, yeah.
and then set it to trigger if you take any damage.
I want a decker to like rig their deck with like high explosives, set it to
I am
explode
so
if they hit
good.
against them.
If I ever take any damage in the Matrix, I die.
What are you, a technomancer?
Well, that was the agent's turn, so I
Do
guess
that
it's
on
the
an
Amazonian's turn.
implanted deck.
Oh, God.
I like the thought of weaponizing that. Like, all right, I'm going to set my deck to hack this building in like 5 minutes. I've also set it with high explosives and to detonate if if it gets a hit against it. Either we hack them or they blow up.
Your head goes scanners.
All right.
Small problem with that.
What?
They don't have to be standing next to it to hack it.
Yeah. The building goes up.
The Amazonians are shooting back.
It's poetic, you see. They hack your device and they explode.
That would be a very weak building if it went down to 1 grenade.
No, it's a high explosive.
The Amazonians are going to use their proof edge.
It's
Like
still a
C4.
grenade.
C4.
No, it's a
Hey, now.
grenade thing that you can put on it.
That's 28 minus 4. That's 24.
Who's dying?
12. 17.
Whoa.
Alright, another goes down.
At any point, did Queen start playing?
At any point, do what?
Does Queen start playing Another One Bites the Dust?
Uh-huh. I was actually listening to Queen just the other day.
Good.
Alright, the last one left to act. Kierka.
Or even this day.
You seem to be struggling with that today. Kirsch.
I am intentionally fucking it up.
Yeah.
This hurts me. This hurts me a lot.
Ursacha.
Carcinogen? Is that how you pronounce it?
I think that's the worst. Cursacha. Someone who intentionally separates the S and CH. It's like, no.
She's just gonna throw another flashbang at them.
Okay.
Isn't there only one left?
Wait, is
Grenade.
there only one left?
There's the Decker who's about to try and fuck you up.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
And there's one combatant left.
Hmm. Huh. No, she's gonna toss another flashbang in. Since that Decker's an AR, he's in danger of getting flashbanged.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Flash.
So it hits.
Bang.
It does not scatter.
Is there any AP on it?
What, flashbangs? Actually,
Yeah.
Um.
Or wait, do they only get their body to resist?
Sure. I don't know.
Because it doesn't make sense that they would get like their armor jacket to help
Yeah, like
absorb
Light
the
for what?
flashbang.
a flashbang, a grenade of light and sound.
Grenades. Flashbang grenades.
That makes sense, Sophie. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know why you want it to be that way, but
Doesn't say that they don't take that it ignores armor or anything.
But that just sounds dumb.
Isn't there a sonic gun?
I mean, you get armor against other grenades.
Well, other grenades are flinging stuff at you in the physical
yep.
world.
Flashbangs specifically have armor piercing, -4.
Oh.
So they explicitly do not ignore armor.
That's so weird. Okay.
Shadowrun's
They do
fucking
ignore
weird.
Bar of it.
Alright. That's for the combatant and for
What?
the hacker.
The Kumbooty.
Yeah. So
right.
that Decker should be wounded.
Yeah, they've got wound penalties.
Wounded.
Which is
My
the
bad.
We're gonna go to the bathroom. Everyone, put in your initiatives.
The bear, miraculously,
No.
unscathed. Yeah, this is irrelevant. There's one person left. Sophie's gonna come back. Where is the initiative?
I don't know. I still think, and I think John thinks that this was a waste of time.
Like, there's also the Amazonian people who should absolutely be firing at the people this whole time. I don't know.
They have been.
They were. Okay, good. So, even if we just all went back into the van, they're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty
yeah,
much.
it's like, you're 3 people. They used to be 7 and are now 2. You seem to be holding your ground when there were 7 of them.
Oh, I missed that Trauma Patch has a wireless bonus.
What's that?
Instead of making a test, the patient is automatically stabilized immediately.
Oh!
Pretty good wireless bonus.
Instead of a maybe, yes.
Since otherwise the test would be body with the threshold of 3.
You have 2 body.
I have 3 body.
Hey, that's not bad. You can make
Possible,
it then. What's the
but
chance on that?
irrelevant.
What's the chance on 3 hits on 3 dice? It's 33% chance on each, compounding. It's like a third of a third of a third.
I guess I'll check.
Well, you didn't tell me to check, so yeah. Hopa. Hopa. Hopa.
3.7%.
Well, there you go.
So I would have almost a 4% chance of success.
4% chance to not die. In 6
Oh,
minutes.
it's not, yeah.
4% chance to not cry.
I failed.
Yeah. Stop.
I should probably figure out my healing penalties for when that matters. While I'm not doing anything.
Remember that time? Remember that time Killjoy jumped out of the truck? Aha! Dies.
Hey, I
Yeah.
took down 2 people effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that would have gone a lot better if we weren't apparently up against an HDR team.
I mean, to be fair, I think part of the issue is it's like we're facing 7 people in a group, so groups get bonuses the more people are in it, which is annoying.
32 peasants versus 1 dragon.
Like, based on their dice pools, this is an HDR team.
I mean, to be fair, that's kind of the type of group that we have to go up against to face any sort of challenge.
No, I think our group is mostly glass cannons. Lots of power, very little
Just
not
'cause
dying power.
That's because I didn't bring venom. Venom is a tank. Also, Fleet's
Killjoy's
also
very
a tank.
good at not dying, as long as she doesn't get shot.
Hey, Sam! Hey, Sam! What's
So
your
here's the
weakness?
question.
Bullets and fire.
So here's the question. If you have gymnastics with a specialization in dodging, do you then just use your dodge gymnastics for dodge tests?
You can
I believe rest.
take a -5 to dodge, which adds
Yeah, I
your
believe-
gymnastics.
Yeah, Rascal has 14 dodge gymnastics dice.
So I could, in addition to full defensing, also dodge each of the attacks. If I had a billion initiative. For an extra 14 dice.
Yep.
You know, for those times when you need 37 dodge dice.
Whee.
Those times including, there is a missile.
Presuming it's not wirelessly linked to
Those
airburst
times-
detonate.
Yeah, that wouldn't help.
Dodge the explosion fuse. Fucking do it.
There's an assault cannon sniper.
You know, I actually tried to build someone like that once, and I realized that it just wasn't worth it.
Sniper
Because-
shot.
How?
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to take... Like, in order to have an assault cannon and carry gun, you have to take restricted gear. And if you're going to take restricted gear, you may as well just take the Barrett 122 instead, because it has better armor piercing.
Yeah,
And its
that
ammunition
does
is
exist.
much cheaper.
Where's the initiative?
Hey! My predictions, they're true. I'm a god. No,
No, I heard you before I left.
I figured. I appreciate it. Yeah, these guys are dead.
Alright, I have smoke grenades.
Cause of death, flashbang.
Like,
It's
do you
happened.
really, really, really want us to reroll initiative?
No, that's a lot of work.
Okay.
Um,
Like, I don't want to undermine you, but in this case, maybe.
yeah, it's like
Oh, right. I
a
still
lot
need
of
to
work
find
for-
my thing.
2 more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the remaining 2, the one in the back gives the order, and they both hold up their hands.
Well,
Yeah, healing me is a -2 for whenever that matters.
Yep.
All right.
oh, I wanted to ask you, Sophie. Dumb question. Bet the answer's no. Want to ask anyway. So, just in lieu of nothing, this is not planned or anything. I have like a good portion of the items in my miscellany bag that make up a rating 1 med kit, but I don't have a rating 1 med kit. Like,
I
let's see.
refuse to believe that the security detail for this important individual does not have a med kit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Yeah, they've got they have someone trained in first aid.
Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want me to treat Killjoy with duct tape and disposable hand wipes?
Yeah,
Man.
I'm pretty sure.
I've got
Um.
scissors that are good. Good rating scissors. Come on. What can go wrong?
So, question. Since they've surrendered, have they already been taken? Or-
Yeah, the Amazonians are moving in to secure them.
Alright. Are these Amazonians friendly to us? Like, if we walk up to them, will they try to kill us?
Actually, yeah, like after they surrender, the person you identify as leader, orders her soldiers to go and detain the
Apprehend.
opposition. And yes, Lexi, all of the Amazonians are cute.
Beautiful.
You know
Because
it's
I
gonna be
think
a
the-
pain?
Thinking about cute people.
Finding my gun.
Uh,
Oh, no, it's
Yeah.
got a tracker.
Yep. I think the question that I'm getting at is, can I get a hold of that cyber deck so I can first?
You'll have
check
to
it
talk
for sure.
to them, and they are about to talk to y'all.
Oh,
Well,
That's the problem
I
with
still have
having
a bear.
all of your equipment be chameleon coded.
right. In that case, John is going to
Actually, I wonder who would be the most leader-looking person of you guys.
Oh God, No.
Probably
Killjoy.
either Scaldi or Kirsch.
yeah, Killjoy looks like a leader when you can see them, and when they're not passed out.
yeah,
Or
So,
both.
yeah. yeah. John is just gonna poke Rascal in the side and be like, "Hey, if you can, try and get a hold of that cyber deck for me, would you?"
Right.
I need
Okay.
it for reasons.
So yeah, the leader, she comes over to. She'll probably go over to Scotty first. That's probably the person that's closest to her, and it's not bad English, but it's obviously not her first language. She says, "Who are you all?"
She's not gonna try like Portuguese or Spanish first.
Y'all are some white motherfuckers.
That's fair. She should probably try Norwegian with Scotty.
I feel like I should be offended for white elves everywhere.
I would be offended by that, but Killjoy is not there.
Is Killjoy even awake? That's the real question.
Killjoy is also a
Not for a
nocturnal.
while. Yeah, Killjoy is a dark elf.
Also, Rascal is specifically very pale. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Scotty's gonna say we're with the Draco Foundation. We have a meeting.
And who is the who can I talk to?
I'm gonna gesture towards the Roadmaster to where our principal is.
Okay.
Our DA.
Suspended, all of you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she'll go over to the Roadmaster, and you'll hear what language is spoken in Brazil again?
Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you hear some Portuguese being thrown around, and
Portuguese.
while that's going on, would y'all like to do anything?
Rascal is going to try and apprehend that cyber deck as per requested by our decker.
I stopped
Alright.
bleeding.
Yay!
So yeah, actually,
I'm willing.
let's say that they've got. Let's say they've got like a they've probably got like a rating 6 on them.
All right,
And-
sweet. Do I have to make any rolls to acquire it, or do they just hand it over?
Oh no, I meant like the security personnel has it to treat.
Oh, for
Yeah, I guess like if you want to be the one to treat them, they'll let you at it.
Wait, the
What?
cyber deck is a rating 6 cyber deck?
No, I was talking about the medical supplies.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. All right, so we can resolve that first. But Rasco's going to get the cyber deck from the people we were shooting at.
They're being detained by the soldiers. They're all like kind of like quizzically looking at you. And
Hi.
Hello.
I'd like to get that deck for one of my teammates. He seems to be very interested in it. And seeing as how we are the ones that took him down, you should kind of leave that hanging there.
The person that was detaining the decker like looks at you, looks down at like the deck on the floor, looks back at you, and they say, take it.
Thank you. Rascal will take it. Have a nice day. And she'll return give the cyberdeck to John.
And John will take it gingerly and say, "You are my new best friend." After which Chris will be like, "Hey, what the hell?" And it's like, my new best fetch friend. Gopher friend there.
My new best non-Kirsch friend.
Yeah. Fucking A. So yes.
All right. Do you want to take a gander at what's on it?
Yeah, has it been reset at all or no?
Let's roll their edge to see if they were able to reset it before.
I mean, if not, he's just gonna crack that bitch open with marks and shit. It's not.
You're gonna see a screwdriver. You're gonna crack it open.
No, that's next.
John should probably turn off all of my invisibility stuff.
John
so
doesn't
that
have access
anybody
to any of your
attempting
stuff,
to-
remember?
I guess you didn't request any marks.
No, I actually specifically requested if you wanted to slave any of your equipment to John's deck, and you're like, no.
That
So John's
doesn't
like,
mean that
okay.
you don't put any marks on it.
Well, yeah, but then I'd have to act like hack it.
If you want to give it to
no.
me, great.
Because you can just give people marks.
In that case, sure. John just turns off the invisibility. Why not? It's like, let's just go ahead with that. Is there anything you want me to roll against that, or?
Yeah, well, like, we'll say it was like they started the deletion. It is trying to format itself.
Oh, okay. Well,
Why don't you roll computer plus logic to try and stop it before it deletes all of its bullshit?
sure.
Okay, that is definitely about. Let's do a little secret rolling.
Secret rolling?
Secret rolling.
That means you should use edge.
Okay, I've got my result. Do you want to use edge?
Well,
Would you rather lose by 1 or beat it by 7?
the reason that I asked if I still have marks on it is because that'll mean I will do. There are two very different options for me if I have marks or if I don't have marks.
Yeah, sure. It's not done. It's not done. So yeah, sure. You still have marks.
All right. In that case, what I'm going to do instead of using that is John is going to just lump against the edge of the vehicle, dive into hot sim, and he is going to use garbage in out to change the format settings.
Okay.
Have it send the data to you, but still perform the factory reset, so you don't have to do that yourself?
Well, no, I'm just going to have the factory reset. Like, when it sends the command to factory reset, the command is going to say, stop. So when it tries to factory reset, it just doesn't.
Well, that's boring.
And I am definitely going to edge that.
1 more success.
Because I do not want to fail. There we go, 10 hits.
Hey, nice.
Okay, so like right before you right before this thing is about to finalize all of its changes, you manage to break through the protection and get it to restore itself, and you have access to their deck.
All right, I'm going to look for. First thing I'm going to look for is emails, and the second thing I'm going to look for is files.
Okay. They're let me think. They're a fan of that one Battleship Girl anime. There's tons of Battleship Girls all over this deck.
Fantastic.
All hands on deck.
They must not know.
I mean, John won't kink shame out loud. He's totally just going to He's totally just gonna like upload this dude's personal information onto the 4chan equivalent and just be like, have fun with this. But yeah,
right.
what he's looking for specifically is any kind of communications to this guy and basically anything of value on the deck. He's gonna go and dig into this thing.
All right, can you roll me a matrix perception?
Okie doke. And his agent's gonna help him with this, so it's gonna teamwork it.
Okay.
So, well, the agent has the higher role, so I guess John will teamwork with the agent. All right, so this is John, so it'll roll 3 more dice. Because I really suck at matrix perception. Like even after the bonus. All right, and this is the agent, so agent has 5 hits.
All right. So your agent digs around, and then it eventually returns some results. You now have like their emails and basically their file directory. What do you want?
What do I see in their emails?
You see like what? I have no idea how militaries work. I don't know how they send each other information. Do they just share a Google Doc of the war?
No, what I'm looking for is like their orders and troop movements, so we can move around the troop movements without having to fight more people who are way outclassing us.
Yeah.
I think it would also be beneficial to give this information to the Amazonians. Like, hey, by the way, this is where all the fights are going to be happening, so you could probably prepare for that before they get there.
Yeah, I'm going to package that up as pay data.
I
Okay.
wouldn't say that we're outclassed. They're just close enough and way outnumbering us.
Yeah. So yeah, outclassed. All right.
All right. So So yes. You find out that like you go through digging through their stuff, and you're parsing all their information, and you actually find something pretty interesting.
Ooh, interesting is good.
Their plan, like this whole coup, was just to like create an opening for them to get to get a weapon into the capital.
A distraction.
Does it say what kind of weapon? Is this a nuclear weapon?
Yes. The weapon is called Blue 227.
Well, that's
Sounds like a type of uranium. Or an isotope of some sort.
shit. That would be hidden knowledge too, wouldn't it? Because I, as the player, know what that is. John would not know what that is, and that is actually classified as secreted or hidden knowledge and unavailable on the Matrix. Shit. But yeah, John's gonna perk up, and he's gonna drop out of the Matrix entirely as soon as he sees that, and he's like, okay, so nobody panic, but there may be a nuclear weapon in play in the city right now. Because he's going to follow what you just said. Sounds like a nuclear weapon. Or like a nerve agent or something equally capable of wiping out the whole city.
Right. So like at this
I
point,
already know Killjoy's here.
at this point, like the Amazonians and like the principal and the principal's vice principals, like you're all, let's say that you're all together, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, do you describe what you found on there?
Yeah, I'm going to describe it pretty much exactly like that. Like it's going to say, "Hey, I found a message. Apparently, part of the plan here is to get this blue 2077 or something like that.
227.
This blue 227 stuff into the city and set it off. Best guess: nuclear weapon or nerve agent.
Alright, I need to make some rolls.
When you said we're all together, I'm just imagining John, like, propping up Killjoy as this
Yeah.
conversation is going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before we get into the meat of this conversation, I'll roll. Why doesn't Rascal roll the heal?
-2 for my augments and -1 for indoors.
Wouldn't it be the medic, the onboard medic, that is doing this rather than me healing anybody?
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to heal them.
No, I was retrieving the thing.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want, I can inject some nanomachines into you. They'll probably help.
I could give you some cram if you want.
I've got some kamikaze.
Okay. Well, all right. So the medic is gonna patch you up. They're
So, -3 plus
particularly
rating.
skilled. They get that -2. D6 greater than 5. So you get patched up for 10, and the
It's not
kit is
10.
a 6.
It's
So-
the number of hits after 2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you get patched up for 8.
Yep.
Wait, does the amount healed, is that limited by the rating of the medkit?
Not that I know of. I believe it would be their mental limit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that would pan out. They'd be specialized in that. And then, do you have any damage remaining?
Yes.
Welcome back.
4.
Okay. They will then attempt to magically heal you.
Wow. It works.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like these people are competent.
Got our own personal dock wagon.
When Killjoy comes back to you, Rasco's going to say, "Good morning, sunshine."
I take it we won.
So that'd be
Yep.
casted at rating 4 because you only have 4 boxes of damage left.
Turns out
So-
people are afraid of bears.
Yeah. So this this angel just heals all of your
Fully healed.
damage.
So it's like
What
you
about
come
their
to
drain?
They've cast it at force 4, so it'd be a minimum of 2 drain. They're fine.
Yep.
What kind of healer
Yeah.
casts it more force more than 1?
The healer that doesn't want to use reagent.
That's fair.
what's their tradition? Come on, I want the works here. I want the
Uh,
tale.
they're 1 second.
You know,
Hey guys, can I ask if this is really necessary? Because we're
it's
already
not.
at
That's the
clock.
joke. The joke is that it's unnecessary,
Yeah.
completely irrelevant. That's the comedy.
The medic's name is Angela Ziegler.
Hold on a second.
There you go.
Heroes never die.
So that healing roll,
Yeah.
how is that 10 successes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what the fuck?
Excuse me.
What?
Wait a second.
What? It's this. The sign has changed. It's less than 5.
Guys,
Oh.
hey, I'm kind of with Scotty on this one. Like, I feel like we
Oh,
keep getting
it's kind
tangent.
of important for me to know how healed I am.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 3 plus they'd casted it. That. Alright, so you're healed for 7.
Total.
Yeah, total.
Okay.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
Okay. So
Less than 5.
yeah, so you you say the name of this ice. It's not an isotope, but you say the name of this chemical, and like Nadia Daviar, don't know why I said her full name. she her eyes go wide and she's, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Dragon grade uranium.
This is bad.
What's that?
Blue 227 is an anti-dragon bioweapon.
Oh no.
They're planning on killing Halupa.
When you say anti-dragon, do you mean specifically targeted towards dragons?
Yes.
Optimistically.
Does it work on our drakes too?
Most likely. I don't know of any tests, but I would assume.
Well, we should
None
tell
of us are
Halupa about
dragons.
that.
I
Yeah.
think we should do our job.
And
I
Turns
agree.
to the Decker.
she hesitates and then looks towards John. Do you does it say their plans for what they're going to do with it?
That's a good question. Does it?
Yeah, it says that they're going to bring it to like the like central like expanse of political buildings. I forgot the word I used for it before.
Commercial district?
No, that's what you're in right now. I'm talking about like where Halupa is, their lair. Yeah, they're bringing it. They're setting it off in Halupa's lair, basically.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
Do we know where the item is
So we
or
just need
its
to stop
tracking
them
path?
before they get there.
Yeah, do we know the path that this thing is going to be taking?
Yeah, the file says that it'll be flown in by Vital about 2 hours after the initial attack, which is in about 30 minutes.
Well, John's gonna look at Najee and it's like, well, what do you want to do about this?
She looks towards the Amazonian commander. Says, "Do you have?" And she's speaking in or she'd speak in English so that you all would understand. Do you have any? Are your anti-air defenses operational? And the woman replies, that was one of the first things that they hit. We're working on getting that back." And she looks at U5 and she says, "All right, well then that's where we're heading."
Repair the military base. New objective.
Fantastic.
We have to take that building and knock that weapon out. If Halupa dies, then this was for nothing.
Couldn't we get Halupa somewhere safe first? If this thing is specifically meant to kill that kind of creature, then I imagine having it not be here would be the safer option. Then getting rid of it.
Yes. I'll get in touch with him once we start moving.
Much like how we wanted to keep you away from the bomb.
Solid
Which is
logic.
almost like your blue 227.
Right,
Yeah.
the Amazonian says, "We'll let him know right away." And she jumps out of the Roadmaster and gets on her comm link. Says, "All right, we need to. This is what we're doing. We're going to work with the Amazonians. We're going to shoot this thing down.
Great.
After that, Like, there's the Amazonians she makes sure that they aren't in earshot. Like, this isn't just out of goodwill. Having Halupa in our debt would be beneficial.
Are we sure that the blue stuff won't go off when it hits the ground?
Do we know its range? If they plan to bring it all the way into the capital, I can't imagine it's that far.
Yeah, it's inhalation based. So it'd be a gas. If we get Halupa out before we shoot it down, then there shouldn't be a problem.
Could I use my army knowledge to
Sure.
To break down how they would deploy an basically a neurotoxin?
I think Killjoy's
Ultimately,
combat
it's kind of
tactics-
irrelevant, since I doubt they would be bringing it that close to them if they didn't need to.
Well, I mean, the reason that I want to do this is because there's a difference between like rolling it or like dropping it like a bomb, or like flying to like 1,000 feet over the city and then like
Crop
spraying it
dusting
like a crop dusting it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
their plan was to launch it, basically touchdown, bring it into their lair, and it needs to be concentrated to be effective.
so it'd be like a bomb,
Yeah.
which Jan would now know.
So that would be exceptionally difficult for them to actually pull that off. They must be very confident.
Or desperate.
Yeah. I mean, they've been at war with Amazonia for decades.
Oh, who's launching this attack?
This has been as it planned.
The
They
Aslans are
literally
launching.
plan to land a helicopter next to a great dragon and then walk a bomb over to them.
Or they could just airdrop it.
Shoot
like
it
a
like a
bomb.
missile. So
Yeah.
Aslan is planning this attack against Amazonia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like as I imagine this thing, it's like you ever seen like an old atomic bomb like the Fat Man? It's
Yeah.
kind of like that. Like I would presume it's like this big orb thing that they have to drop, and then it'll hit and detonate when it hits the ground or something. But
Like some sort of drill head, just burrows through the first barrier it comes through and then detonates. It's like roofs don't matter.
yeah, I mean, isn't there like a big old door right above where
yeah.
Chimamanda here would be chilling out?
It's fair. Bombs will. All right, so we've got a plan. We've got a destination. Sounds like we should get going.
Mm-hmm.
At
Sounds
this
reasonable
time,
to
John
me.
actually will just go ahead and send the troop movements to the Amazonians because this is a little bit more important than money.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna send that data. And watch
Oh,
his
John,
name.
I didn't know you cared.
I care about not being gassed by a strange chemical named Blue 227. I care strongly about that.
Raska's gonna go on a small tirade about various natural venoms that are pointless to use against certain creatures. Like birds can eat these berries while humans can't. Yada 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 yada. I doubt it would be anything against us.
Yeah, we explicitly asked.
Yeah.
You'll have to excuse me if my faith in the goodwill of a corporation to develop a bioweapon to kill dragons really cares if it hits anyone else.
It's like
Yeah.
bird flu. Bird flu is basically human flu.
Yeah, I mean, hey, John's gonna be like, hey, man, if you guys want to just hope for the best, that's okay too.
Like, if they're... Never mind.
But yeah. So if we've got a destination, is Nadja Daviar coming with us?
Yeah, this is the only place that they know is, their roadmaster is their fortress.
Sure.
Huh. Well, that's
But we
surprising.
are driving the Roadmaster over to the anti-aerial military base or whatever in an
The
attempt to get it back up and running.
uh, the Amazonian captain comes back and she says, "We're moving him out of the area," and she says, and don't, and like, you explain the plan. She says, "Don't worry about Miss Safiar. We have
So, Ja.
we have an area under our control near the site where she'll be safe."
Okay, so they're taking the security and everything with them too.
Yeah, they'll be taking the security people with her.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Leave us to die. Alrighty.
So our job has just become something entirely different. Like, oh, sure, defend defend this person, make sure they're safe, kill people who are attacking them, do small favors. We are currently trying to disarm a essentially nuclear weapon and prevent a global event from happening.
We are definitely charging extra for this.
Yeah.
That or we could add Big Dan Heroes to our resume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ed saved the life of a great dragon to your resume.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. And as an aside, we have to do this 4 more times? Great.
7 more times.
Baldricks.
Well, we're only doing the. Oh, there are more than.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
there
5,
are 8
6.
yellows, counting Sea
Yeah.
Dragon.
Great.
Oh, sure. Well, the Sea Dragon is the one we just don't know where it is. Like, everyone else is like.
If we can find it.
Are we having this
Sure.
conversation en route?
Sure.
I mean, you
I
can.
hope so.
Yeah. It's like this is just the conversation that's going on.
I would hope that we're not just standing outside the Roadmaster talking about this.
Because, like, I mean, if we've got the time, John's gonna use parts from this dude's deck, which I presume is like a rating 2 or something, to go and repair his deck.
Okay,
So
give me some rolls.
rolling.
There are
Yep.
rules for that. Because of
Yep.
course there are.
Yep. Is hardware plus logic
Are there rules for sucking the venom out of someone's wound?
plus tools, given the
Yeah,
condition.
you
Probably
just
check
die
what-
because that's stupid.
What cyber deck it actually is.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really. Well, actually, that's a good question. Is it a better cyber deck than John's?
Let me look up Cyberdex.
I'll fix up my armor with this cardboard.
Like, to give you an idea, John's is a rating 3, so.
It's like, oh, I'll just take apart this Fairlight Excalibur in order to...
Oh yeah, if that was the case, I would move heaven and earth to go and get the ownership. It's like, hey, we're gonna get a favor from Hopa. He's gonna give me this Fairlight Excalibur because yes, that's why.
Aren't we supposed to not make deals with these people or these things?
Now, that's not a deal. That's
that
a favor.
may be the
It's different.
first rule of Shadowrunning.
I don't know, man.
But I would be easily willing to break that.
It is.
I mean, a million Nuyen deck. That's literally what it is. Like 100. It's like 1,068,000 Nuyen deck.
Yeah, this person is carrying a Novatech Navigator.
Which I'm not familiar with actually.
Is a device rating 3.
No. I'm just gonna scavenge it for parts then.
Okay.
Or wait,
So it is good.
no, I just like given that John is techie. I want to take a look at this thing.
Dual wield Cyberdex.
No,
Just
because
like a
usually
point of like common sense, this thing is worth 200,000 new yen and would give you the same kind of parts you can get from a comlink.
yeah, Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. John is going to shove that into the same bag that he's shoving all the other shit into.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the duffel bag full of miscellany.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's just like in black Sharpie.
Like, literally, you could
shadow
take their
running miscellany.
phones and take them apart and use them to fix your cyber deck.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is
have
true.
if you have a rating 1 cyber deck and you fix it with rating 6 cyber deck parts, and you keep doing this, like it keeps getting like damage, you
continue
repair,
having
damage,
a rating
repair,
1
damage, repair.
cyber deck
At
and
no
be
point.
the worst decker in the universe.
Yeah, he's just gonna use the spare parts that he brings with him. He actually has spare parts.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, here's a quick repair roll. All right. And he didn't glitch. So he fixes the 3 boxes of damage that his idiot agent put on his fucking deck.
All right.
Because his life is never easy. Not at all.
You're a decker. Come on, you got your easiness that comes to you in spades.
So yeah, you
That
you
can get
left
hard, yeah.
the
Sure,
Amazonians went about their own way.
Yep.
And you're on your way to the super. I'm not sure why I used that word. The air base, the anti-air gun
The
base.
super air.
Air base.
I presume it's like an airbase that's got like all kinds of anti-air missile launchers and shit.
The anti-air base.
Yeah. Like it just
All
controls
right.
the city's AA. That's like in the buildings Evangelion style.
So, you keep driving. You drive through the commercial district. You're sort of in the industrial zone. The gunfire is still still about the same frequency. There's like rattles rattles of gunfire and like a return fire as you drive through the capital of Amazonia, and eventually you make it to the airbase.
Huh.
And the first thing y'all see is the perimeter that's being maintained by the Amazonians.
Oh. So they still control the airbase?
No, it's a perimeter like around the airbase.
No.
Like they are trying to get back in.
Huh.
I'm just imagining a scenario where we ignored that previous encounter. We just go on, we talk to Hulpa. It's like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll free my drakes, and then we leave and he dies.
They're pretty embarrassing.
It's like, oops. Shit.
It's like, hey. Well, that's not a no.
That's not a no.
It's also not a yes.
Yeah. It's also a yes that died.
So what do we see about this place and everything around it as we drive up to it?
Yeah, you see there's like several large towers. Like there's a lot of like empty space for like like air vehicles. And then like in about like the middle of the of the base, you see this like tall building. Well, not like tall like as in a skyscraper, but like it is very much like taller than it is wide. It's a pointy building. There we go. And you see it's starting to get kind of dark now. So like you can see the at the top some some shapes that you can't really make out right now.
Some shapes. gargoyles? I guess we can't make them out.
And so the driver pulls the roadmaster, in behind, in the Amazonian controlled area, and they'll get out and start talking to the Amazonian.
Yamazonian. Yamazon.
And
Amazon.
they share the situation. So the Azatlan people, they this was one of the first places they struck, so they didn't have much of a forewarning, and they have been able to hold it for these last couple. Or I guess it'd be this last hour now. They've been able, they've got snipers up that are watching the windows. You see 2 or 3 windows that are that are broken on the building.
And these are the Amazonian snipers that are watching this place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about the sum of it. They're right now they're this is probably they're one of their highest priorities, because without this building they cannot maintain aerial superiority.
Uh-huh.
So they're trying to get in. They're they're thinking about going in the sewers, but they haven't, as of right now, they have not done much to follow through with that plan.
They're thinking about going in the sewers, but that's fucking gross.
Do we see any active defenses that would keep people out?
The doors to the front are glass. You see some furniture piled against the front door. And some the most of the first and second floor windows are blacked out. But that's as far as you see with just visually.
Are there any other entrances?
She says, well, you can enter. There's a helipad at the top. We haven't been able to get one out here yet. There's there's the sewers. There's an entrance to the back. That one isn't barricaded. But we assume that it's watched. And they they've been pretty pinned down by the snipers, but they've managed to pop out and take shots if people get too close.
Sounds like it would be useful if we could get someone in without being seen.
I can try to sneak my way over. Possibly scale the building and disable the helicopter, though that would be risky.
John's going to turn and look at the Amazonian guy and say, so I have 3 questions. 1, do you have a truck? 2, how attached are you to that truck? And 3, do you have a demolitions expert who specializes in plastic explosives?
Yeah. They think for a moment and they well, we can probably spare a truck. I think. Are you suggesting we ram it through the barricade?
Well, what I'm thinking is yes, and then we detonate the plastic explosives to blow the front of the building off.
I think another question is how attached are we to that front of the building?
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't
There
forget
isn't
you need
there.
shit from that building.
Yeah. And
Well, I
we're
mean,
sure
that's
the
why-
sewers won't work?
Well, I mean that's why John asked specifically about the explosives expert. There's
Yeah.
math that can be done to go and make this work.
Rascal will remind everyone, as if anyone had ever forgotten, I'm small and can fit into tight places. That helps
Could
in any way.
Rascal fit in my cloak?
That's an interesting proposition.
Hold on a second. Let me see.
But yeah, they say that they don't have like in this situation they don't have an explosives expert on the scene.
Rascal does have 8 dice in sneaking. That matters. But that's not. I was looking for escape. She also has 5 dice in escape artist.
Like, if you could just hide in my cloak, I could sneak over there with you.
Yeah.
And then we'd have 2 people. How does that help us?
Double the manpower inside the building. Snipers aren't good at close range. Or so I think.
Yeah. I mean, once you have their attention up close, we can definitely move our people in.
Hmm. Tell us more about this back entrance.
Okay. Yeah. So in the back, there's like a it's just like it's like a metal door. It's less, the back is like less inviting, obviously. It locks, just like it's meant to lock automatically, like when it, like you can't enter from that door, but you can exit.
All right. Does it have like a keypad or anything?
Would it? Yeah, it probably would.
Interesting. John will turn and look to the group and be like, and tell them, if that keypad's wired into the system, I can use that to hack into the building.
Can John fit in my cloak?
Definitely not.
That's
We
fine, you have an RPC mask. They won't see your face.
I also have bloody RPC clothes. I don't think they fit though. Damn it! If only we
Speaking
hadn't
of,
cut the
I'm
head off of
assuming
that
that we
demolition.
cleaned the blood off of my suit.
Sure. I mean, have you?
Because that would be stupid to not do that.
Mm-hmm.
But how?
Didn't Rascal say that she brought wet wipes?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's a lot of wet wipes.
You're right. It is a lot of wet wipes, and I have 250 of them.
Why do you have 250 wet wipes?
Let me answer that question. I have 250 wet wipes because that much costs 5 new yen.
Good.
Did you order them off Amazon and they came only in boxes
I mean-
of 250?
Look at those little tubes that you just pull them out of. Those things hold a lot.
It's true. Well, are there any windows looking down out the back, or is it just like a back wall with a camera or something?
Yeah, it's got like the building is like it has cameras on all entrances, and windows on the back.
Right. Would John be able to see those on the Matrix?
You can see the host.
No. Like, I mean, it's like if he looks at the building, would they be turned on?
Yeah, the cameras are turned on.
All right then. I know what I'm going to do then. So, have we decided how we're going to infiltrate the building? Because I could erase you from those cameras. That is the thing I can do.
I think the best option would be for Killjoy to go to the back entrance, wait for somebody to leave for some reason, and then go in before the door closes. But that could take any amount of time, and would only have Killjoy inside with no way of getting out.
Plus, we only have 30 minutes to wait. I don't think that's really realistic. I mean, why would they come out the back in the first place with the snipers?
Who knows?
Yeah.
If we try moving any of the stuff at the front entrance, they would definitely know that something's going on when furniture starts flying through the air. The other option is trying to scale the building.
And we're sure the sewers are out, yes?
I don't remember.
The sewers aren't out. They just haven't they don't have much information on what's down there yet.
Water.
You could look into that option. Because that would be the only option that would bring anyone other than Killjoy anywhere near this facility.
Did we get a
That's not
GM
true.
call on whether or not Killjoy could hide Rascal? Rascal is 4'8".
Yeah, that's like a lot. That's still a lot of person to
Yes.
put in a suit meant for one person.
Well, she can. That's
Not a
her
suit,
standing
it's
up
a
tall.
A
That's her
cloak, yeah.
standing up tall. She could easily make herself smaller.
The other
Good
important
job.
note is that that's where Killjoy keeps her stuff. So back there is also a carbine and a katana.
Oh, those aren't that big.
So
Okay. How about
that's-
this? If you only bring if you take out a weapon, then there'll be enough room for her.
let me
You
see
should probably
something.
not bring the katana since it's not stealthed anyway. And this is
Oh.
strictly a sneaking mission.
Rascal skills.
What would be the benefits of bringing Rascal?
Second person, take down one of the snipers, maybe. Take down both of the snipers. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you could probably take out both the snipers on your own, but you also did just go down in a fight, and Rascal's the one to rescue
That was
you.
because I underestimated our opponents.
Sure.
I won't be making that mistake again.
Do you feel so, Killjoy? Do you feel confident that on your own you can make the building a safer entrance for the rest of us?
That is my job.
All right, then I see no reason for Rascal to make you carry less of your gear.
Scotty's gonna look around and say, "We've got the outside cover with snipers, and I'm not gonna. One more gun isn't gonna help there." She's gonna grab her Remington and say, "So, I already thought this place was a sewer, so can't get much worse down there, right?"
Do we
wondering-
think that I should be attempting to scale the building?
That sounds like a good plan.
My question is, what happens if you get caught on your own on top of the building?
Well, getting caught isn't the problem. It's getting caught while not firing a gun isn't the problem. It's getting caught while you are making loud noise and making flashing lights.
Well,
On her
I
own.
don't do that.
Killjoy doesn't get seen. Yeah. The reason Killjoy got seen last time is because of muzzle flash.
No. There is
And-
no muzzle flash. That's suppressed.
Were they see? Was it like sonar that they were seeing you with?
Specifically, it was ultrasound, apparently.
Hmm. So if these people have it too,
That would be a concern.
and that would be underestimating their opponent, like the definition, estimating that they are less than they are.
Well, my question is, are the cameras the only thing that's watching the approaches from, not the front of the building? Like, are there windows where, or, other places where they would be able to see out from?
Besides the windows, the front door is glass, but it is barricaded, so, no.
So it's just
there-
the cameras?
The cameras and the windows, yes.
Are there any ground level entrances that look like they would be too big or too small for a regular person to fit in through, but Rascal might be able?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I don't I can't imagine that they would have like a doggy. I don't think they'd have like a doggy door installed.
Well, like this is a coup. I'm imagining they're boarding up the windows and like maybe didn't do it so well as to patch up all the holes, just any holes big enough that a person could fit through.
So
And then even then,
at this point, I am now realizing that I completely forgot to give Killjoy a very important sneaking item.
what's
What's
that?
The ultrasonic noise generator,
that?
Mm.
which costs like 200 new yen.
Mm.
I mean, are there any stores nearby?
I mean, to be fair, that would set off every motion wave detector in the building when he turned it on, though.
It doesn't have any negative effects. It just gives you extra dice for avoiding ultrasound.
Oh, that's what it does? I thought it made ultrasonic waves to interrupt.
It does.
No. I fail at life.
It gives
But,
you extra dice to avoiding ultrasound by interrupting those frequencies with more ultrasound.
So like they know something's hinky, but they can't like pinpoint you.
Yeah. It's also irrelevant because I don't have it.
All right. So what are our options? Scaling the building
Hmm.
with the risk of Killjoy being seen. Back door with the risk of it taking too long. Sewers with the risk of we don't know what's down there.
At this point, John's going to raise his hand and say, I can hack the cameras to remove you from the feed, so you could just walk up to the building.
Well, the problem is ultrasound.
I could turn those off. Well, that's okay. That would be a matrix perception thing, but yeah, I mean the outside cameras that I can see, I can do that with. You want me to check for ultrasound?
Would you be able to do that?
Yes.
Do.
All right. So John is gonna just matrix perception teamwork this with his agent again, because that worked out moderately well. Also, wow.
Hell yeah.
So 10 hits. Do we see any sensors on the outside of the building?
Yeah, so the array of sensors on the outside are the cameras. There are some MAD scanners at like the front entrance. There's let me open up the list of scanners.
Yeah, the MAD scanners would pick me up too.
So it's like a
Loaded
sensor
with
bank.
cyberware.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Sophie, did you get that roll I sent you?
Oh, I just saw that.
You get that thing I sent you?
So, like, if I can, are the sensors in banks or are they just like single sensor units?
I suppose they'd just be like single sensors.
All right. If you can give me, do you want me to just give you a like a marking test to see how long it takes for me to mark all those instead of like 10,000?
Sure, I guess. They are all connected to the host, though, so they will get
Oh.
those.
Oh, so in that case, I guess that camera roll was all I needed to do. If the cameras are also on the host.
Oh, yeah.
How did I do?
Let me roll against it.
That was just a single mark, by the way, not go big or go home. Stealth mark.
Alright, so this is the doing 6. Alright.
Oh, nice. So, success. All right. And then I got, that's plus 7 hits. So, are there any turrets on the network?
Further in the building, yes.
All right. Is the network being actively monitored by a spider?
You don't see one, no.
Okay. What is the firewall of the host?
9.
Fuck me. Wow, that's high. Okay.
It's almost like when people want to kill a dragon, they
Yeah.
cover their asses in all areas.
Oh no, I mean it's just a military host.
Yeah,
But
this is like a military that's like that's not a an Aslan thing. That's an Amazonian.
Okay.
all right, so what I am going to do is I am going to go and edit file on these systems. All right. So, and what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to look at the team and I'm going to go like, okay, I need to scan all of you, including your weapon, really quick. John's going to do that first.
What does scanning entail? I'm
He's
not
just,
forfeiting control in any way.
no, I'm just scanning. I'm making a biometric copy of your information, like
Oh, sure.
your height, your weight, your weapons, wireless signals if they're giving them off, anything like that.
Sure. Because we're best friends, apparently, I'll let it happen.
I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine, but
So
you
know
won't be able
exactly
to get in the
what to
building.
erase.
Yeah, John will sit there and he'll look at you. It's like, you don't have to if you don't want to go in the building.
No, that's okay.
All right, and at that point, he is going to teamwork with his agent to erase file. And do you want me to do it as a oh shit, I can't do it as an extended test, can I? Yeah, that's probably for the best. Is that all right? Teamworking with the agent again?
Sure.
All right, and that would be. And what he is doing, what he's trying to edit is he's basically making it so that you will not appear, or you will appear authorized on the sensors and cameras, so they won't go off when you pass through them.
Is that all
Zinga.
cameras or that camera?
No, that's the whole network. He's actually adding your data files to the network.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure you can only do that with one sensor at a time.
Well, no, what he's doing is
yeah.
he has a mark on the host. He's actually going into the host files, like their personnel files, and saying these people are authorized to carry weapons and have full access to the facility. That
Oh,
would
okay.
be
So
Scotty and
you're not
Killjoy
like
and Raphael.
trying to cut them out of a feed. You're just giving them authorization.
Yeah,
Those signatures are supposed to be there. Don't do any alarms.
pretty much. And then he's gonna go and access the cameras, and this is just going to be to erase them from the camera feeds on the outside.
Okay.
Somewhat.
You have to every action phase you'll have to spend 1 combat turn to maintain that.
All right.
Two.
Yeah, because John is just going to flop out unconscious outside of the building. And he's going to be like, you guys, don't let me get eaten by a fucking snake or something. I'll be really pissed. This is to the Azatlan people, and he's like, you're good to go.
Sweet. So we're good to enter the building. We have 10 minutes left.
Hey, do we want to... This seems like a good place to call it for the week, if we want to end it.
Really quick, I'm just going to give you one last roll. And this is going to be... just to go and save us time for next week. And I'm going to use a point of edge to re-roll that.
2 last rolls. 1/5 is the
Tall
norm,
is
right?
that building?
More than it is wide.
So 6 hits.
In
That's
meters.
horrible.
An amount more than 1. I guess, how big... It's like, it's a building,
You're a building.
It's important
Like-
for climbing to know how many meters you're climbing.
Sophie,
Oh,
a story is like 10 feet tall, typically.
Okay, so...
If you want to measure it in stories instead of meters and feet.
Yeah, it's 4 stories tall.
See, so it's like 40 feet tall, whatever that is in meters.
And 12.192 meters tall.
Okay, so there's approximately 0 chance of that happening unassisted.
I,
So I would
Right.
have to be using the climbing gear.
yeah.
Is your climbing gear ruthenium?
It's climbing gear.
So no.
No.
Can you get chameleon coating on your climbing gear?
No.
I don't think so.
So
I
I'd
mean-
have to go over there, find a place where there's no windows, climb up there after putting on like all of the gear like next to the wall.
You're invisible.
Climb up.
They can't see you.
Yeah, but they
Like,
see
I
the
would be
gear.
invisible until I put all the big climbing harnesses on.
Well, no, I mean, when we asked Sophie, she told us that there's no windows on the sides of the building up to the
Again?
roof. Yeah,
No.
I asked
No.
specifically about that.
Well, maybe the backside. I remember that there are windows. She specifically mentioned that there are windows snipers are looking out of.
No,
Kinda
those
hard to
are
snipe without
Amazonian
windows.
Snipers.
Well, she definitely said that some of the windows were blacked out.
Yeah, there are some, like, the windows on, like, the first 2 levels are like, blacked out. Like, you cannot tell by what, but, like, there's no seeing through them.
Oh. Goddamn government buildings with their
No.
goddamn crappy windows.
No.
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about that.
It's
I
okay.
genuinely apologize from the bottom of my heart. I completely didn't think about that at all.
It's okay. People say it a lot. But thank you for
No, you're right. That was my bad, and I'm sorry.
I appreciate the apology. And I forgive you.
Awesome. Bro fist.
On that bro fist, we will fade out.
Night.